Shri Krish Pictures சார்பாக கே சாம்பசிவம் தயாரிப்பில் ரமேஷ் ஜி இயக்கத்தில் அடவி பிப்ரவரி 7 முதல்.
Lastly I end with a small quotation. Please. From a Hindi song called 1942, a love story. Yes, suffer. Our path to democracy is difficult. The girls in Shaheen Bagh are sitting there in the hope that the government will scrap this. ये सफर बहुत है कठिन मगर न उदास हो मेरे हम सफर दिल न उम्मीद तो नहीं नाकाम ही तो है लंबी है गम की शाम मगर शाम ही तो है It's only the evening nothing will change with that I say I again oppose and I really ask on I expected Mr. Modi to be here today I spoke to the speaker but he has no time to attend parliament He only had Barack and he had Donald and all these people. We have Jayadev Galla. Why should he come and waste his time listening to us? Huh? And Arjun Munda slept and left.
No, not Mike.
In Bengal, Dilip Ghosh spoke against us. I can just remind.
I already called Mr. Jayadev. Okay, please, confirm it. 1 second, please.
Dilip Ghosh, he became MP and he left his MLA seat. In the by-election held his MLA seat, the BJP lost. It only
24,000.
By 24,000. It proves that the BJP does not exist and will not flourish in Bengal.
What is the point? Please.
Overcome. We shall try. Thank you, sir.
Jayadev Galla, please.
Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on the motion of thanks on the President's address. Sir, let me start by saying that this is the 8th consecutive budget that the people of Andhra Pradesh have had to face disappointment, sir. AP has been in a crisis mode for more than 10 years. Even before the bifurcation, sir, with all the Telangana agitations and everything else, for 10 years, our state has been in a crisis mode, more than 10 years. We are not in a position to envision our future due to the continuing uncertainties. We are constrained to focus on our state issues and do not even have the luxury to participate in the dialogue about the nation as a whole when our state is suffering and on the brink of economic collapse, sir. On top of the challenges being faced due to unfair bifurcation, where our state was victimized, we are also facing lack of promised support from the center and not fulfilling the provisions of the AP Reorganization Act in full. Further to that, the illogical and irrational decisions taken by the new government, our state, which was among the top performing states in the country with double-digit GSDP growth, and leading in industrial investments and infrastructure development is now on the brink of economic collapse. The fall in tax revenue collection in the state is one of the highest in the country, and over 1.8 lakh crores worth of investments have been withdrawn from the state, sir. Sir, the decision to scrap PPAs has brought the reputation of the state and the country as an investment destination into question, with countries threatening legal action, sir. Among the many challenges we are facing, the most burning issue is the decision of the AP government to split the capital into 3 pieces, sir. Moving the executive capital to Vizag, the legislative capital to Amaravati, the judicial capital to Kurnool. Sir, the acts to repeal the CRDA Act
No more
and
crosstalks.
decentralize the governance. Sir, what is this, sir?
No.
Sir, I seek your
When your
intervention. Sir. I
chance
seek your
comes,
protection. Sir, I seek your protection, sir. I've said nothing on parliamentary, sir. I've said nothing on parliamentary. Sir,
Please. Take your seat. I will take care of.
they're
Take your
disturbing
seat.
me,
Take your
sir.
seat.
They're disturbing me. I request. Sir, among the many challenges we are facing, the most burning issue is the decision of the AP government to split the capital into 3 pieces, sir. They want to move the executive capital to Visakhapatnam, leave the legislative capital in Amaravati, and the judicial capital to Kurnool, sir. The acts to repeal the CRDA Act and to decentralize the governance have been approved by the cabinet and have been passed in the assembly, sir. They are pending in the Legislative Council as the chairman has sent them to select committees, sir. Now the YCP government wants to abolish the Legislative Council in order to subvert the democratic process, sir. Just imagine, sir, if the central government decided to move the parliament to Hyderabad and move the Supreme Court to Trivandrum and also decided to abolish the Rajya Sabha in order to get it passed. What would the situation be, sir? This is the situation we're facing in Andhra Pradesh, sir. Sir, we have the Rajasthan Legislative Council Bill 2013, which was sent to the steering committee. One of the suggestions of that committee took into consideration is this, sir, and I quote, "There is a need to evolve national policy consensus with regard to creation and abolition of legislative council, particularly in regard to the fact that the status of the second chamber cannot be temporary in nature, depending on the mood of the government of the day, nor can be abolished once created, only at the whims and fancies of a newly elected government in the state." Unquote, sir. Sir, this bill came up in 2013, and because of lack of national consensus, Rajasthan is yet to have a legislative council, sir. So you can imagine what the seriousness of their decision to abolish the council, sir. Sir, coming back to Amaravati, I would like to thank Minister of State for Home Affairs, Shri Nityanand Rai ji, for his response to my unstarred question yesterday, in which he states that government of AP had notified Amaravati as the capital of Andhra Pradesh through a GO on 23/4/2015, and it is for each state to decide its capital in its own territory. Capitals, sir, not capitals. I'd like to make a point of that. Sir, this means that Amaravati has been decided as the capital of the state of Andhra Pradesh, and a GO in this regard has been issued and has been recognized by the center, is very clear by the minister's statement, sir. Sir, but this is not only a state issue. This is also a national issue, sir, not only a state issue. The bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh
Mr. Jayadev,
was
you are
done through
speaking
an
on the
act of
President
Parliament.
address. Wait.
Sir,
You are
sir,
addressing the President
need to
address.
protect me,
Please
sir.
confine your subject in the President address.
The bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh was done through an act of Parliament, sir, the AP Reorganization Act. The need for a new capital arose because of the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh, sir. So this is not a normal case, sir. An act of Parliament has created our state. Act of Parliament has also committed that the central government to provide funding and assistance to establish a capital, sir, not 3 capitals, a capital, which should include, the capital should consist of, and it says so in the AP Reorganization Act, it should consist of Assembly, Secretariat, High Court, and Raj Bhavan, sir. And it also says to provide, the central government should provide connectivity by road, rail, and air to the capital, sir. If we have 3 capitals, will the central government fund the development of infrastructure in 3 capitals, sir?
Please come to the
Will
point.
the central government provide
Address the
connectivity
President address
to 3
alone.
capitals, sir? Will the central government give us funding and give us connectivity to 3 cities, sir, when we're struggling to have connectivity to even 1? Sir, this is a ridiculous idea, sir. Sir, the people of Andhra Pradesh brought the YSRCP
Please,
into
take your
power
seat, take your seat.
based on the promises during the elections and the areas of focus mentioned in their election manifestos, sir. Sir, they promised that if elected to power, they would get special category status for Andhra Pradesh, sir. Let them concentrate on that. And nowhere had they mentioned the idea of splitting the capital and moving it away from Amaravati, sir. In fact, the leaders of the YSRCP during election campaign have made emphatic statements denying that there's any thought of shifting the capital if they come to power, sir. Sir, the current CM in the Assembly, the current CM, when he was opposition leader.
Please come to the President address.
Sir,
all along you are speaking about the
President's
state address.
address.
Please, it
This
will create
is a national
controversy.
issue, sir.
Confine yourself in the
Sir,
President address.
Sir, I'm allowed to speak anything in the President's address. Yesterday's Speaker also said, in President's address you can speak anything.
No.
Honorable Speaker has said it, sir.
It will create controversy. See, whatever
Sir,
be the decision taken in the
the
Assembly
current
of the
CM, when he was
state, it
opposition-
cannot be questioned here.
Sir, The Honorable
Any decision
Speaker-
taken in the State Assembly cannot be questioned in the Parliament.
Sir, I'm
Please
not
mind that.
questioning. I'm
You
not
are a
questioning,
learned
sir.
person, please.
I'm not questioning.
Wait.
Sir,
Please sit down, please sit down.
I'm only giving background, sir. I'm not questioning. It's coming
Please
to
sit
Parliament also. AP Reorganization Act.
Sir,
is a
don't
act
waste your
of
time,
Parliament.
please. Don't waste your time, please.
Sir,
Please concentrate your attention in
The
the President's
current
address.
CM, while he was leader of opposition in Assembly in 2014, had welcomed the idea of developing Amravati as a capital, sir. The decision is a clear violation of a mandate, sir. Sir, the government had commissioned G. and Rao Expert Committee and the Boston Consulting Group to come out with reports on how best centralized development is possible in the state, sir. They had come out with reports supporting government three-capital approach for decentralized development, sir. But these reports have no sanctity and no credibility, sir. Let me
Please take your
clarify.
seat.
Before the reports were released, the CM made statements in the Assembly regarding the three-capital ideas, sir. And a few weeks later, the reports came out supporting this view. This clearly shows that the G. and Rao Committee report and the BCG committee report were influenced by the statements of the CM of AP. And I repeat again, they have no sanctity and no credibility, sir. Sir, moving the executive branch of the government to the most developed state in Andhra Pradesh is not decentralized development, sir. Decentralized development means delegation of powers to districts and local bodies, sir. It doesn't mean splitting the three branches of the government into three cities, sir. Three capitals will mean 3 times the cost and 1/3 the efficiency, sir. Taxpayers will fund 9 times the government overspend for generations to come if they go through with this idea, sir. Sir, there's a clear consensus among the expert community around the country that splitting the executive and legislative to 2 different cities is impractical. They were categorical that this move would create unnecessary problems and lead to
Honorable,
wasteful
please take your
expenditure,
seat.
sir. Sir,
Mr. Jayadev, again I am telling, any decision taken in the State Assembly
I'm only giving
that
background,
cannot
sir.
be even
Sir.
that cannot be mentioned here.
Sir,
It is
let
the
me-
will
let
of the
me-
State Assembly. It is the will of the State Assembly. We cannot interfere, please. Otherwise, I will call other member.
Sir, the Honorable
Otherwise, I will call other member.
Speaker, the
Please.
Honorable Speaker said we can speak anything,
Rest of the
sir.
members, please take your seat. I will take care of. Please, please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down.
Me? Are they trying to
Please.
intimidate me? Is it
No, this is not good. Please, please, take your seat. You address the chair. Address chair, please. Rest of the members, please take your seat. Rest of the members, please take your seat. Please take your seat. Please take your seat. You come to the other point. Please come to the other point.
media? There have been articles that have come out in the last
Please
few
conclude.
weeks,
Please
sir.
conclude.
Sir, I have little time, sir. They've been disturbing me.
No, if
Please
you are,
give me some
if
consideration.
you were all
Sir.
along speaking about the
Sir,
State Assembly
the
decision, that I
organizer-
cannot permit it.
The
Please.
organizer in January 25th, 2020 article came out with an article called Tughlaki Jagan, sir. The Financial Express
What is that?
on 24th January. This is not
No,
me, sir.
no, nothing
This is
will
not
go on
me.
record.
This is
Nothing
not
will
me.
go on. Please sit down. Nothing will go on record. Nothing will. Please, please, Jayadev, nothing else. Mic is not
Times of
not
India
open. Why you are
on
speaking?
21st January 2020, more the messier. The Hindu on 21st December 2019, whither
That was
Amravati.
not on record. That was not on
And-
record. Don't worry. Please sit down. That is not on record. Please. We already deleted. Please sit down. Sit down.
Sir,
Please come to the point. Come. Speak on
sir,
the. Please
there
conclude
are
now.
three angles.
Please conclude.
Sir, I have more time, sir, please.
No, it is
I
already
was told I was
7 minutes.
given more, at
Please,
least 10
7
minutes.
minutes. Please conclude.
I need some more time,
You
sir.
spoke more than 10 minutes. Please
Sir,
conclude.
the economic angle, sir, I'll skip through the, sir, the legal, moral, and ethical
Rest
angle.
of the members, please
This
take
is
your
part
seat.
of-
I will take care of.
This is
Anything.
part of the AP Reorganization Act has created our state and put us in a situation where we need to create a new capital, sir. The center has a commitment to develop that capital. Any deviation
Wait.
from the AP Reorganization Act will need an amendment of from the Parliament if they have to amend the Act, sir. That's one thing we need to keep in mind. Sir, The farmers, 29,000 farmers.
Please.
29,000 farmers have donated 34,000 acres based on a master plan that was notified by the government, sir. Only then they entered into agreement with the government of AP. So
Please conclude.
if they are going to scrap the APCRDA Act, then how can they compensate the farmers, sir? Sir, there's
Please,
also been
please conclude.
suppression of democratic and human rights, sir. There's been no sensitivity, sir. Sir, before I conclude, I'm concluding. I will conclude, sir.
Mr. Hanuman
Sir,
Beniwal.
sir, if you give me a minute.
Mr. Hanuman Beniwal.
Only Benwal's statement is going on.
Nothing will go on record except Beniwal.
बैठ जाओ ना साहब सुनो लाजी मिस्टर बेनीवाल
Mr. Beniwal. Jayadev, again and again I reminded you, don't speak on the state issues. Again and again you are speaking the same subject. You are not moving from there. What can I do? If you are having any other subject, I can permit 1 minute.
conclusion remarks only 1 minute.
Only 1 minute. Yes, only 1 minute. Wait,
minute,
Mr.
sir.
Beniwal, wait.
Thank you,
Wait,
sir.
don't go for state
Sir,
subject, please.
Before I would
Please,
like
rest all members, please, I
I
request.
would like to
please.
just say two things before concluding, sir.
Come to the national point.
Sir, the capital model being planned by the current AP government is not only going to create a burden on the taxpayers for generations, the National Green Tribunal, in its verdict on 20th November 2017, while saying that Amaravati capital region does not fall under the flood-prone area, also said
Mr.
the
Galla.
large scale of the project has already been executed at huge public expense, and any prohibitory direction at this stage would not only jeopardize the financial interests of the state, but would even become a serious environmental issue,
Yes, Mr.
capable
Beniwal.
of degrading
Yes.
the environment
Mr.
and
Beniwal.
ecology.
Beniwal. Finish. Okay. Mr. Beniwal.
भला जा बैठो अब
Mr. Beniwal. Anybody is coming to check?
अब तो बिठाओ यार भला जी
Nothing will go on record except Beniwal.